Hi, I'm Haley, and this is Go Natural English. You've probably heard native speakers using contractions with modal verbs like coulda, shoulda, and woulda. Taking words and smashing them together can be really difficult to understand when you're listening, and it can also be very intimidating to try to do yourself. Trust me, understanding and using advanced grammar with connected speech doesn't have to be that difficult. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to speak English fast. I'll explain some common modal verbs so that you're able to start using them now. After you understand how to use these, you'll sound much more natural and fluent when you're speaking English. An important part of learning is practice. So after you watch this video, go down to the comment section and try to answer this question for me. What is something you would have done yesterday, but you didn't do because you couldn't? For example, yesterday I would have gone for a walk, but it was raining outside. Make sure that you stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to tell you how you can get more great English tips like this for free. Also, as you're watching this video, if you feel like these tips are helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to Go Natural English so that we can build a bigger community of English language learners. Using advanced grammar feels awkward and complex. Maybe you've avoided it because you feel like it takes too long to express yourself using advanced grammar. Maybe you've avoided it because you feel like you didn't get enough time to practice it in class so that you can really understand how to use it. Native speakers don't use advanced tenses as often as we use simple ones, but they're still very important and we use them very often, so you really do need to know how to use them and how to understand them when you hear them. It doesn't have to be difficult to use these advanced grammar tenses. Let me show you how to speak fast and be more confident and really impress people with your advanced grammar knowledge. The first modal verb I want to talk to you guys about is really common. It is should have. When you're speaking, don't say should have been. The contraction for should have is should have. But what you'll often hear native speakers saying is shoulda, shoulda. How do we use shoulda? We use shoulda to express regret. For example, it's raining. I should have brought my umbrella. Try to say that with me. I should have brought my umbrella. Here's another example. I have no cash in my wallet. I should have gone to the bank yesterday. Let's try to practice that one. I should have gone to the bank yesterday. Let's try it again. Should have gone to the bank. Notice that time I omitted the subject. Sometimes we do this, and sometimes we just say the subject so quietly that you don't really hear it, but should have gone to the bank. Here's a really common mistake that you should avoid making when you're using this. Don't say shoulda went. Always with these perfect tenses, we need to be using the past participle. So I should have gone. I should have gone. Here's another modal verb that we almost always contract when we use could have. So the contraction is could have, but we usually will just say coulda, coulda. How do we use coulda? We use it to talk about past possibilities that did not happen. For example, why didn't you tell me you were having problems? I could have helped you. Let's try to practice that. I could have helped you. I could have helped you. Or, I didn't know she hates sushi. We could have gone somewhere else. Let's try. We could have gone somewhere else. Or, you look so tired. We could have stayed home. Now you try with me. We could have stayed home. Another really common modal verb that we contract is would have. The contraction here is would have. And again, we make it even shorter by saying woulda, woulda. How do we use woulda? We use woulda to talk about things that we wanted to do, but we didn't actually do for some reason. For example, I would have studied more, but I was so tired. Try it with me. I would have studied more. I would have studied more. Here's another example. She would have come to the party, but she was sick. Let's try it. She would have come to the party, but she was sick. Does it seem like we could use woulda, coulda, and shoulda interchangeably? Is it a little bit confusing? Well, you're right. It is a little bit confusing, and we can use them in the same situations, but they do have slightly different meanings. Remember, coulda is for past possibilities, shoulda is for regrets, and woulda is for things we wanted to do but just didn't do. Can you think of some examples with woulda, coulda, and shoulda? Go down to the comment section and write those for me. Here's another advanced grammar point where we commonly use contractions. Will've. So will've is will plus have. When we use will, have, and a past participle, we're making the future perfect tense. So how do we use will've? We use will've to talk about something in the future that will be finished by a certain point in time. For example, it's 3 o'clock now. By 5 o'clock, I will have been here for 2 hours. Try it with me. I will have been here for 2 hours. By the end of this video, you will have learned a lot. Try with me. By the end of this video, you will have learned a lot. Here's one more example. By the time his flight lands, he will have been traveling for 22 hours. Let's try together. He will have been traveling for 22 hours. All right, let's take a look at 2 more advanced modal verbs that we use to talk about the past. The first one is might have. The contraction would be might have, and when native speakers say this, we usually say mighta. Mighta. How do we use mighta? We use mighta when we're making a guess about the past, but we're not sure. We're just giving a possibility. For example, why wasn't she here? I don't know. She might have been sick. She might have been sick. Can you try that with me? She might have been sick. Here's another example. I tried calling my brother, but he didn't answer. He might have been sleeping. He might have been sleeping. Try with me. He might have been sleeping. Okay, and one more. Where's the teacher? Who knows? She might have had car problems. She might have had car problems. Try it with me. She might have had car problems. Now, in all of those situations with mighta, it's important to remember that we're just giving one possibility. We really don't know, we're just making a guess. Also, as a side note, we can use could have and may have in this exact same way with the exact same meaning. For example, where's my brother? I don't know. He could have overslept, or he may have overslept. So those are 2 modals that have the same meaning in this situation. I know, English is confusing, especially these modal verbs, but you can do it, don't worry. All right, and the final one I want to tell you guys about today is must have. So must have, the contraction is must've, and a lot of times you'll hear us native speakers saying musta, musta. When do we use musta? It's similar to the previous one, where we're making a guess about the past, but when we use must have, we're much more certain. So with musta, we're really sure about what we're saying. It's not just a 50-50 guess like mighta, but musta is maybe 95% certain. But we're not 100% certain, but we're very sure that what we're saying is accurate. Here's an example. I can't believe the teacher wasn't here. She must have been really sick because she's always in class. Let's try to say that one. She must have been really sick. She must have been really sick. Here's another example. They must have missed the bus. They're never late. Let's try that one. They must have missed the bus. They're never late. One more example. I can't believe he fell asleep at 8 o'clock last night. He must have been exhausted. Let's try that one together. He must have been exhausted. I want to remind you of one really important thing. When we say musta, woulda, coulda, and shoulda, This is only in speaking, never in writing. These are not real words to be written as one word. If you're ever writing something formal, you should actually avoid contractions altogether. I hope that you guys start using these contractions in your speech today. Do you want to get more really useful English tips that you don't want to miss? Let us send them to you by email. You can sign up for free at www.gonaturalelenglish.com/email. You can also go down to the description box below and sign up there. So open the description box, click the link, and sign up. It only takes 2 seconds. Speaking a second language can seem really intimidating, especially when you start getting into the more advanced grammar and the advanced levels. But just remember, you can do it. And the amount of effort and time that you put into this really is worth it. Just take learning English day by day and remember to always practice the new things that you're learning. And hey, if you guys would like to continue learning, I highly recommend that you click here and watch this next video. Thank you guys. Have a great day.